Hello and welcome back to the Mastering Midlife Podcast. I'm your host, Mark Silverman. Today we're going to talk about the difference between your mission and your purpose. I constantly get calls and notes from people wanting to explore why they're put here on earth. Everybody, the existential question of why am I here? What is important for me to do? I want to know my purpose. I want to know my mission. And what I notice is that people interchange those things quite easily. So I'm going to define this for myself, and I'm hoping that you're going to find some use of my definition. The difference for me between your purpose and your mission is this. For me, my mission is what I'm setting out to do. What it is that I feel a burning in my soul to go out and do in the world. What difference do I want to make? Do I want to make money? Do I want to be famous? Do I want to make art? Do I want to make an impact? Do I want to build a company? What do I want to do? What is that fire that I can find in me to go and do? Now, a lot of people will get confused with that because they think their mission should be some lofty, new age, change the world kind of thing. I don't really believe that. I believe that what the desire that we have in our heart, if we're coming from the right place, is what we should go and do. That brings me to purpose. So mission is that thing that you're going to be focused on, that I'm focused on. My mission in life is to go work with people and heal the maladies of midlife, to help people avoid that midlife crisis, that crash and burn, still go through the process of becoming, of transformation, of evolving. I can't avoid the pain, but hopefully avoid the crises and the destruction that often come with midlife crisis. My purpose is very, very different. I was born, I'm breathing. For me, I believe my purpose is to be born and to breathe and to live. I was talking to a coach and a psychic friend of mine, Shoshana French, who is a brilliant woman. Look her up if you can. She's an amazing woman. I was talking about, I was really wrapped around the axle. This was before a lot of my transformational work. I was wrapped around the axle. I need to know my mission in life. And she laughed and laughed, and she said, Mark, God doesn't care what you do. Now, you may or may not agree with that. That might be a provocative statement for you. For me, it was freeing. God didn't send me on earth to do a specific thing and go save the world. I think he's got that. Or I think whatever benevolent higher power has that. But what mission do I have? What is in my heart? And that freed me to stop feeling guilty. And that's how I figured out this topic was what I'm on fire about, what I will talk about all day, every day, is to people about when they finally figure out that life doesn't work the way they were doing it, and the motivations and the drives that were pushing them up into this point no longer work and are no longer satisfying. That's when I can start working with people to find a way that to impact the world and impact themselves in a way that fulfills them. So purpose for me is, how do I get to my best self? Mission is the thing I'm going to do. Purpose is, how do I evolve myself? Now that's tricky because there's a lot of prescriptives. There's habits. We talked about this in another podcast. There's habits, there's self-improvement, there's self-mastery. But for me, that's all a means to an end, to quiet down, to be able to listen to that still small voice. All my practices, my meditation, my journaling, everything that I do, the breathing, is all about quieting down so I can listen, so I can be, so I can find that center in me that isn't my monkey mind, that isn't the craziness of the world, that isn't all my fears, that isn't all my conditioning, that isn't all my programming. But what is that essence? What is the, Stephen Pressfield calls it the muse. What is that still small voice talking to me about? And then I can hear what my mission is. So if my mission may become to become a great actor. Not if it's fame, it's probably your mind. But I think it's perfectly fine to want to be a great actor and then become famous. It's the chasing fame that's empty. Becoming a great actor, if that's your calling, is a perfectly beautiful mission. So for me, again, The purpose is to become the best I can be at quieting down, at listening, at finding my center, so that I can trust my wants and my desires to go for the substantive, the thing that's going to fulfill me, the thing that's going to be kale versus cotton candy in life. So purpose is those practices, those things that you do, the way that you be to be your best self. Then mission is what you're going to go out and do in the world. Hope this was useful to you. What I love about these conversations is I'm not generally right. I don't have to be right. I'm good for me. You can compare and contrast what I have to say so that you can figure out for yourself what you believe. I love you. I really appreciate you listening. Have a great rest of the day.